Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, you would think it was still night out. It's 8 in the morning and it's dark. Well, it's rainy and cloudy out there, so I'm sure that has something to do with it, but I'm not liking this. Wouldn't it be nice if the days were longer the whole year around? I'm not just talking about daylight savings time. Oh, there she goes. Well, nobody wants to hear that. Anyway, it would be nice if the days would stay longer, but in the winter the days are so short. But anyway, today I have to go to Costco with my daughter and pick up dog food because the last bag of dog food that I got, a mouse got into it, so I had to throw it out. So that was a waste of money. But anyway, that was in the garage, and I usually keep it in a bin, but the bin was still had too much in it, so I couldn't put it in the bin. So next time I'm going to just have to empty the bag into buckets, because this time of the year the mice love to come into the garage. So anyway, gotta live with nature, right? So I know a lot of people don't like the deer and they don't like the squirrels, but you know, their environment is disappearing quickly because everywhere you look they're cutting down the woods and building new houses. And you know, I mean, for a recessionary period, I really find it odd that so many people are building new houses. So if anybody has an answer to that, leave it in the comments below, because I have no idea where they're getting the money. I guess maybe there's people that just have jobs where they make a lot, I guess. I don't know. A lot of people are working from home now and have tech jobs, so they probably pay a little bit more. So anyway, the coffee this morning is chocolate coconut from Aldi's that I've had in my stash. So I thought I would have some of that. And that would be good with chocolate creamer. Now I know some of you say, oh, that chocolate creamer is really bad for you. And I know, I'm aware. But the thing is, I have usually 1 cup of it, 1 cup of coffee a day, so I don't think that's going to do too much harm. So anyway, let's give it a taste. Cheers. That's good too, but it's not as good as the vanilla creme brulee that I just finished up. And a couple of you have said that they have the loose coffee at Aldi, so next time I go shopping, I'm going to look for that, because that was good. I wish they made it in decaf, but I don't think they do. I'm sure I could find that on Amazon if I looked. So I have all my drawer pulls ready for the handyman when he comes, and I hope he can put them in for me. I don't see why he couldn't. He's very, very talented. That's not his prime job. His prime job, I think he's a pipe cutter, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, he does all this side work, and he does a beautiful job. So anyway, I'll be glad when I get all that done, and then I can put all that to rest maybe for the winter and concentrate more on my organizing and decluttering, which I've kind of been doing all along to some extent. But pretty much I need to get back up into my house and garage attics and get some of those things pulled out. I know I still have some Christmas things that I've already downsized a few times, but I think I can get rid of more since I really haven't used them in years. But some things I do want to keep. I have some really nice old-fashioned looking rocking horses. Not big. I mean, you know, they're just decor. And I have choir people, and I have a really nice Santa Claus. Some of those things I take out. And I used to have a whole little village, a little light-up village, but I think those things I want to keep because maybe one of the kids or grandkids will like them at some point in the future, because by then they'll be vintage. And if not, well, then they can get rid of them when I'm no longer around. So anyway, I'm going to drink my coffee now, and I will meet you at the budget book. Okay, back at the budget book. Yesterday I didn't spend any money, but today I have to. I have to buy dog food. Now that does not come out of my grocery food money. My grocery food money only feeds me. That's it. Doesn't feed my dogs, doesn't feed my grandson. He buys his own groceries and his own food. The dogs can't do that. Otherwise, I would delegate it to them. But so their mama has to provide for them. So that comes out of a different fund. And typically, a big 40-pound bag of dog food will last me, probably about 5 weeks. And then, of course, I buy their treats, too. But right now I have enough treats for them. I only need to buy the dog food. So since my daughter's going to Costco, we're going to have a little birthday celebration for my grandson. His birthday was actually last week, but we're getting the family together this weekend to have some cake and some food at my daughter's house. So I'm looking forward to that. But like I said, I had a whole big 40-pound bag that I bought the end of September for them, and a mouse got in there, so ugh. Anyway, lesson learned, don't leave it sit there even for a day. Put it right in the bucket. So I have a lot of food buckets in the garage that I gathered from Walmart's bakery. If you go there, they'll and ask for them, and they have them available, they'll sell you their buckets, which you pay, I don't know, probably about $5, $6 for if you buy them. But they will sell them to you for a couple dollars. They used to be free, but now they charge for them. But it's well worth the cost. So I gathered a lot of those for my prepper pantry. But when I get out in the garage, I still have several that I need to scrub down before I put food in them. So that's a project for this winter. I want to reorganize my food stash and, make it a little less vulnerable to critters. So anyway, I have a lot of plans for this winter when it comes to organizing and downsizing. Now, my house is pretty well organized. I would say 90% is organized. I don't just have stuff, stuffed in drawers and closets and stuff that isn't organized. But I still feel like I have too much. So I can downsize more things. And then, of course, when you downsize, you kind of always have to reorganize things as well. So one of these days, I'll give you guys a tour of all my organized drawers and cupboards, and maybe you'll get some ideas. But that won't be today because, like I said, I need to go out today. So anyway, yesterday was a beautiful day, and I got about a third of the garden done. I pulled out a lot of, spent plants and flowers, and but I still have about 2/3 of it to go, and now the weather isn't cooperating. So I don't think we'll be getting any more 70-degree days, but it can happen in November. But, you know, usually November, the rainy season starts, and so I'll just have to go and do little bits at a time once it gets cold, because working out in the cold doesn't do my arthritis and my fibro much good. So I have to work around that. But anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I got accomplished yesterday in the garden. And today I'm going to stay inside. I don't know, I may just relax today, or I may do a little something. But because I worked pretty hard yesterday, I'm, you know, pretty sore today. So I may just take a day to recover. That seems to be my latest pattern. I work really hard and I just kind of crash the next day. So as long as I have that recovery period, I think I should be okay. So, all right, without further ado, let me show you what I got done in the garden yesterday. Right, so I managed to get myself out here in the garden, and these are some of the areas I have to clean up, and I have to focus on one area at a time, or I'm all over the place. So, I need to clean up this area yet. Take the umbrella down. I'm leaving it out here, but I'll probably just cover it with a big black bag. Maybe cover up the table, because I do want to keep this table. I want to keep these two chairs. They're good chairs. So I need to clean that up. And then I have another area over here that I need to clean up as well. And I do like this little bistro set, but it is starting to fall apart. I've had it for a long time. And I kind of like the way it's worn. So I'll keep this seating area and this seating area. And the fern grew a lot, but the fuchsia is dead, so that needs to go. Then I always have Chloe taking this area apart. Drives me nuts. She gets caught in here and always something. They are so destructive, these dogs. So anyway, this I'm going to keep the way it is. I planted some perennials here. So this is fine. I'll clean that up in the spring. Over here, this is all oregano, and it's ridiculous. If I live to be 100, I will never use all this oregano. So I totally want to move this somewhere else. I want to cut it back. Some of it I'm going to throw out in the woods, some of it I'll dry, but it's just way too much. So this will be an area that I need to concentrate on. Because like I said, if I don't concentrate on one little area, I'm just all over the place. And then I don't know what this guy's looking for. I think he wants a tomato. He likes tomatoes. What are you looking for, buddy? You want a tomato? I see one over there. Okay, hang on. What are you eating, the zinnias? Hold on, I'll get you a tomato. Whoa. Yeah, I know. Well, let's see if we can find some more tomatoes. Chloe, you don't like them. Lizzie does. Give Lizzie some of that tomato. Let's see if we can find another one. Hold on, Lizzie. Here, I found one for you. There you go. There you go. Chloe, where are you? Nope, Chloe didn't want one. So Bandit's already done with that. He made quick work out of that, didn't you? That was like gone in 60 seconds. Oh, I see here I've got some lettuce coming up in my tree here. No, don't eat that. Yeah, I like lettuce. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. So I'm thinking if I get the chance, I want to cover this little basket here with a cover plastic, because this is all lettuce that came up. So, all right, lots of work to do, but I have to concentrate on zones, otherwise I get totally discombobulated. And there's still a couple of teeny tiny eggplants on here, and they are really small, but they're okay to put in a soup or something, so I'll cut those. Well, I've been out here for 2 or 3 hours now, and oh, the back is just not doing too well. But I did get all this section cleaned up. I pulled up some green onions. I've got a lot behind that. I've got a lot of green tomatoes that I think I'm going to just try and do refrigerator pickles out of. So I got all that done. The oregano I didn't get to. So, and then I ended up, I had this box, this plastic box that just fits over the lettuce, so that can work as a temporary greenhouse, and hopefully it'll keep the lettuce from freezing. And then over here I pulled out a bunch of tomatoes, so I pulled out a bunch of dead tomatoes too, and I just saved the green tomatoes. And then I started working on this area, but I've kind of had it now. So there's still quite a bit to do. I have this area yet to clean up, cover up my chairs, took the umbrella down, and then I have the whole garden that I need to do yet. But that's okay if it frosts on that, I don't care. I would like to pull out the green onions though, there's still quite a few in there. And also there's some kale and some perpetual spinach in there, but those are kind of cold hardy, so that maybe I don't have to be in such a hurry to do. But over here I took out all the marigolds and zinnias that were looking kind of sad, and then I have this whole big bag of just yard waste. So that's going over there, back there in the woods. And these I'm just leaving till the frost kills them. I'm not planting those again next year. They're really nice, but they don't bloom until really late, and then they only get one flower. The foliage is pretty, but I don't think I'm going to plant those again next year. So, and I pulled a lot of weeds and things out of the garden boxes. So I'm pretty happy with this area, and I need to stop now because the old back just isn't doing too well. So the puppies have been out here with me all day. This is Bandit's favorite spot under there. He likes his little den. Do you like it in there, buddy? Do you like it in there? Yeah, it's like your little den, huh? You can watch all the little critters running around the yard. We're gonna go in now because Mama's back hurts. Okay, I still have some parsley here, so that should come back. They're biannual, so I think I'll have more parsley next year. So I should cut that back too and dry it. Other than that, I think this section is good to go. Got a bunch of garbage there. Like I said, a bunch of yard waste. And then over here, I need to do a little bit yet too. So this section is not done. I'll work on that next before I actually start in the garden. What, did something run around out there that wasn't supposed to be there? I think your brother and sister, or your two sisters, went in the house. They go in there and they take a nap. So, okay, that's it for the garden for today. And, oh, all right, I'll be back. All right, well, it's almost the end of the day. I'm a talking head. All right, well, so I did go to Costco with my daughter today, and she's having a little bit of a birthday party, so she got some things for the party and some things for her kids. I don't know how she can afford to feed two growing boys and a girl. I mean, Ryan's her son too, but he feeds himself because he lives here. But anyway, yeah, it's always a very expensive trip for her when she goes. So I ended up, I was looking, you know, I've been looking for a replacement microwave for my over-the-stove microwave. And my son had given me one. It was an old one, and it was fine. It worked fine. But I was having trouble finding somebody to install it since the handyman people don't show up. So just for giggles, I went on the Best Buy website and I wanted to look at the microwaves that they had, because what I wanted was an over-the-stove microwave convection and air fryer, because I have so many small appliances all over my kitchen. And if you can see there, I don't have a whole ton of counter space by the sink and stove. My kitchen was kind of, when I had this house built, I just kind of went with what the model was. If I had it to do over again, I would set up my kitchen in a different way. But it is what it is. So I happened to find one that was actually regularly $699, and they are very expensive. And that's why I haven't bought one for months and months. And they had one that was $699 for $200 off. So it came to $499. And I thought, well, for that, and they also had financing, same as cash, no interest, for, I believe it was 18 months. So I could not pass that up. So I went ahead and bought it. And I just, you know, it's like I can't get anybody to do anything around here as far as handyman stuff goes. So I just had them install it. And that was another $100, but it would have cost me probably close to that anyway had I gotten a handyman to do it. So anyway, I went ahead and got it. They came and they installed it today, and I couldn't be happier. I'm very excited about that. So my microwave that was over there that I bought, it took up a lot of counter space. I gave it to my daughter, because she has, hers isn't above the stove. She has open shelving above her stove, and hers is tucked away in a little cubby under an island. So it's perfect for her. And there was nothing wrong with it. It works beautifully. But anyway, I gave her that, and she was so happy about that, and I was happy about that, because it's a little less on my counter. So I want to try out the air fryer feature. It's a Whirlpool, which is what my other one was. And if it does a good job on the air fryer, I can put my other air fryer, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it up in the attic in case something happens and I need one again. I don't want to buy another one. But then I can take that off the counter, clean it up, put it in the attic, and I could also get rid of my toaster oven, and I'll do the same thing with that, and just keep those as a spare in case something happens to the microwave again. So I'm very happy about that. I've been looking for months for an over-the-stove microwave, and I was a little hesitant about the one my son gave me because I thought, well, it's an older one. What if I pay somebody, you know, $100 to install it, and then, you know, it really wasn't what I wanted. So I just held out and I waited until I got a really good deal on it. So I did that today. Well, actually that was yesterday. And they were real quick with coming and installing it, which made me happy. So while we were at Costco, now I know I said I give money to my family members because I don't want to rack my brain and, you know, what do you want? And I don't want to just give random gifts. If they tell me what they want, then, you know, I'd rather do that than just give them money. But nobody ever knows what they want. And so while we were at Costco, my daughter said, you know what, Mom, I could use a new set of pots and pans. And I said, great. I said, there's your Christmas gift. So I bought her a set of pots and pans. Well, it's actually for her and her husband. So, but I have them here. I'm going to wrap those and stick them under the tree because she has pots and pans that she can use up until then. So it was a very productive day. I'm very happy. I spent money, but I also saved money. I hardly ever buy anything full price. I buy almost everything on a discount. What's going on, you guys?
Doing, baby girl? I know, as soon as I turn on the camera, I don't know what it is with them and the camera. Can you look at me? Nope. I'm not looking at you. You have that scary thing. I don't want to look. How about you two? Nope, we're not looking at you either. I'm gonna hide. I'll protect you from that terrible camera. Okay, guys. Say hello to the YouTube people. They like you. Okay.
But they're on high alert. So anyway, that's my idea here. So getting the kitchen ready for the holidays too, because I had to take everything out of the cupboard above the microwave. So that was a big mess. And so I'll work on that tomorrow. So anyway, that was my day today. And really that's all I have for you today. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching.